5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Malcolm, thank you for being here. Thank you to the listener for tuning in and joining us on this journey. Listen, man, I would say every Saturday is a great day to pod. Just like every great day is how did the coaches say it? Every day is a great day to have a great day, right? Yeah. And I think today is special, personally, for myself. I've been telling you all week, listen, I'm excited. Because as a entrepreneur, this guy right here that we have on the show, kind of he pushes my buttons. He's like, come on, we talking that bag talk, the information that he's dropping on his website, the information that he's giving on Twitter. It's like, come on, you know what I mean? It pushes you. Yeah. And I'm happy to have this young man here. He is a social media marketer, ex-entrepreneur. And I think if you guys stick around, which I know you will stick around for the entire interview, you are going to learn a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, Nate is in the building.
What's good, man? Appreciate you having me on the show, man.
Thanks for coming, bro.
Shit fire. You got me in the studio.
How it feel to be here?
It feel good, man.
There we go.
Y'all got me feeling official today, so.
You are official, bro. We like the jacket, too. The people are going to love that.
Appreciate y'all. So, yeah, man, I'm ready for the questions, ready for everything that y'all got in store on this bitch. So
got you. And Nate,
I can curse and stuff, right?
Yeah, bro,
you good, man.
Be free, bro. This is a free platform. Nate is the owner of ForTheWxnners.
ForTheWxnners, yeah.
Let's plug that real quick. And shit, I forgot I was gonna say something. But let's jump right into it. One of the first things when I think it was your website or your Twitter. One of the first things that jumped out to me, you said that we should all be entrepreneurs should be making $100 to $500 on Twitter daily.
Yeah, that's true.
What is that about?
That's true, bro.
That's a lot of money.
Like, bro, the way I look at it is like, number one, you gotta understand, like, yo, it's millions of people on social media, yo, and all you need to do is just make friends with people. And once you make friends with people on social media, they'll start paying you for shit because they just feel like they know you. Like, just literally that's it. So like if I got 100 followers on social media and all of them friends with me, they gonna spend more money with me just because they feel like they know me. So like, saying not to say, that's why I say like you should be making at least $100 to $500 a day on social media, or just specifically speaking for Twitter, because like I said, if they feel like they know you and they your friend, like they gonna just spend money with you. Like it's just inevitable. Like I don't know.
Now, that makes sense. Now, how do you build that relationship of having that friendship with someone you ain't never met before? They just seen the social media of you.
Like you gotta treat this shit like real life, bro. Like like social media is no different from real life. If anything, social media is more real life than real life. Mm-hmm. Like honestly. So
what do you mean by that?
Because we more tuned into what's going on social media and all of this shit than we really are in reality. Like that's why if you be on your phone, like you'll be thinking like say for example, I don't know, like maybe you just keep seeing some type of like crazy event going on online. I don't know if it's people like blowing shit up or whatever. And if you just keep seeing that over and over and over again on your phone, you're going to think that's how it really is in real life until you ask somebody like, yo, is this going on over there? And they be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? But people be thinking that shit just because they so tuned into their phone. So it's like, that's why I say like social media is more real life than real life, because you know what I'm saying? Because you pay more attention to what's going on the app.
That makes a lot of sense. Like if a random person I meet a random person down the street and they told me, hey, such and such just got shot, I'm more likely to say, get the fuck out of here. Like you're chatting right now. But if I see 100 people posted on social media, it's like, oh shit. You know what I mean? I guess Donald Trump is dead or whatever it may be.
Yeah. Like literally, bro. So like, just saying that to say, like, social media, you just gotta literally treat social media, man, like it's real life. Like, go the same way that you would meet a person that you just walked up to at Starbucks or whatever, or wherever you may be, or like how the dude who owned this place, how I just met him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like that entire interaction and whatever, like that was just organic, like interaction. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting his contact information. Mm-hmm. And like it's the same thing with social media. Like you just have an organic interaction with somebody. They end up giving you their contact information, and then boom, like you just like I don't know, man. People don't really like, they look at these profiles on their phone and they don't feel real to them. Like it doesn't really feel like it's a real person like behind behind that profile. You know what I'm saying?
But there's a real person with a credit card behind that shit.
Yeah, like seriously,
Ready to spend too.
Seriously though, like it really is, and like people don't really like see it that way. But when you really look at it that way, like I'm pretty sure y'all been following me on social media, and it's kind of like a different vibe with me actually being in the room with y'all than just seeing my social media profile. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like, if you can have that same organic vibe, like that you have in real life with me, just sitting at this table with you right now, with a person that's on social, you know, you're gonna go really, really far, because you just have to, like I said, you just have to treat it like it's real life. You know what I'm saying? And if you treat it that way and just go about it that way, like, people gonna start paying you because they feel like they know you.
and what you say made a lot of sense. One of the things that I actually seen on your Twitter too, I think was it the keyword search strategy you called it?
Yeah.
Explain to the people what that is, because this shit, honestly, it's amazing for me. If you got any type of business, you need to learn this.
Yeah. So pretty much the keyword search strategy. So on Twitter is like Google. Like, you type in the search bar, on the search bar on Twitter whatever keyword or phrase you may be looking for. So like, if you go on Google and you looking for like social media, I don't know, a social media marketer or whatever, right? You'll type in on Google like social media marketer or whatever. If you do that same thing on Twitter, type in social media marketer, a bunch of results are going to come for social media marketer. But you can go even further, because on Twitter you can actually search people's conversations.
Yes.
So like, you can say if you're selling something like I don't know, if you're selling what
phone cases. That's the example you use.
Phone cases. We can use phone cases. So if you're selling phone cases, you can literally look up like a person saying, I need a new phone case. So you literally type in on Twitter, I need a new phone case, and then you're gonna see hella people like talking about they need a new phone case. And now you know who need a new phone case. You can look and see, you know, you can look at so much shit, but the point being is you can find your customer so easily on Twitter by literally just typing in like the term, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. However you may think that person is talking about what they need, you just type in and see if they're talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Or you can even look up stuff like, I just dropped my phone, or something like that, right? It may not be all the way like them saying they need it, but if they drop their phone, apparently
they might be thinking about getting a new phone case.
Exactly. So like, you could search a lot of different stuff in different ways, and then pretty much just go about building a relationship with that person after you figure out what they want.
But that's kind of like what the commercial or the advertisement algorithms do, right? They kind of see what you're searching up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So like, you just doing it the manual way, just going in and just looking it up and looking up what they're interested in, what they may need, and finding the people. And then that's pretty much like the thing. And like, a lot of people don't even really know that shit really exists, but that's like the most basic shit. But a lot of people don't even know. You know what I'm saying? As
soon as I found it out, I hit Malcolm. First of all, I shout out to CleanUrSystem. I sent it to my boy Ant. I'm like, y'all sell Seamoss. I know there has to be people on Twitter saying, yo, I need some Seamoss. That's an easy sale.
I actually know a girl, she was selling like Seamoss gummies or something like that, and a lot of people was buying them.
What?
Yeah.
How does that go about Seamoss gummies?
They look good. They look like regular fruit snacks. I don't know.
Seamoss is the top thing on the market, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody loved it. We had CleanUrSystem, it's our boys. They own a little company. And this other dude that we're cool with, Kid Class, he's on it now. You know what I mean? He's a fitness guy. He tried it and he's hooked now. So apparently, you know what I mean? It really does for you. And we personally tried it. It's a great product.
I'm always getting Seamoss like every week.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
We can hook you up with something. You want to try it?
Yeah, shit.
I bet we got you.
Bet.
You want to see how you feel? You going to feel like a man.
What did that even do, though?
It's, it helps with everything. Me personally, I feel energy. I take it in the mornings. I wake up.
Like, what's the main reason why people take this shit?
So I'm from the Caribbean. The main reason why people take it, it's an aphrodisiac. It's a natural aphrodisiac. So it increases your sex drive. Like
maca root.
Maca root. What's that?
The same, like that shit. People would take that shit to increase their sex
before
drive.
They have sex.
Not before, like just literally they take it to increase their sex drive.
Yeah, so it's something similar like that, and it has a bunch of different like benefits. I mean, some certain diseases it can help relieve symptoms, can help clear your skin. Like it's one of those things. I think I've seen a Twitter post, and it was like the body has like 102 minerals, and Seamoss has 98 of them. So it really hits all factors in your body. So it's probably beneficial in a lot of ways.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it.
Y'all taught me something though.
Now we gonna hook you up with a bottle of that. You gonna tell us how you feel?
Big bet.
But
Looking forward to it.
With that, I hit Mel. I'm like, we have a podcast. There has to be people on Twitter talking about, I want a new podcast to listen to.
Literally.
That's easy advertising. Come on, hey. Nick and Mal show, check it out. Number one show on the net, baby.
Sent it to like 10 or 15 people. He told me about it. Sent it to like 10 or 15 people right on Twitter.
A lot of people don't be knowing, bro. And once they get onto that shit,
and I guess that's why I love your information so much, bro. Like you see all these different gurus marketing shit to you, and it's like, all right, bro. I'm getting a lot of information, but I don't know how to apply it. Your shit is very practical. You know what I mean? You could get it. You could apply it right now.
Yeah, bro. My shit is so simple, dude. Like, I don't know, man. Like, nothing that I say is like super complex or anything like that. Honestly, like, I don't know. And even if that's what people on this podcast is like looking for right now, like some type of like crazy ass strategy or whatever, like, I'm not the person to give it, because literally the way that I think about everything, because I'm gonna just give y'all the same answers over and over and over, because this literally it's like the evergreen thing. Like, it's the only thing that really like continuously works. It's literally just treating social media like real life and building relationships with people over social media. That's it. Like, I get it. Like, people run ads, people do all this other different shit. I 100% get it, and the stuff works. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, but I'm just speaking like solely for like what I believe in and stuff that I practice daily. You know what I mean? And it's literally just building organic relationships with people. Like, that's it. Like, that's literally the game. Like, just ignoring like sales, although everybody needs sales or whatever, but you know, it's just literally just building relationships with people.
Yes.
That's it. Like, if you're selling some shit, so I don't know, we in a studio right now. If you're selling some shit to some music artists, take the time out to listen to 30 seconds of each artist that you plan on selling something to. And mind you, I used to do shit like this myself, because I used to sell stuff to musicians and stuff. So I would listen to like 30 seconds of their song, or like skip to the middle of their song and be like, yo, I like when you said XYZ in your song, and DM them that, and they be like, oh shit, like you listen to.
They might think you listen to the whole album.
Exactly, exactly. But just the fact that I went and actually like listened to something of their music and said something about it, like that went a very, very long way. And then those same people came and just started buying shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same way. Like if I was to meet a dude in the studio right now and walked up to him and was like, yo, I like when you said XYZ in the middle of it. Like,
he gonna feel you. He gonna be like,
fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the same thing. It's just building relationships with people. Like, that is the game. Like, that's the only play. That's the only play in my playbook. Like, honestly, like, I don't know.
That makes sense. Now, you working with musicians. You work with Fat Trell, and I'm pretty sure you work with a lot of major artists. Can you talk about that? That whole
not a lot.
experience?
I work with a couple, and this is another thing too, man. A lot of people be thinking I'm way bigger than who I am. So like, and that's just because of like some market employees, and then it's also just like people's image of people on social media and shit like that. Like, what I try to get across to people is like, I'm not a person that like made it to the end of what I'm doing right now. So like, this dude that owned the studio, keep going back to him. He's like, I'm not saying he's at the end of his journey, but he reached a huge like milestone by actually opening this studio up, having everything running, having a studio in New York City, and all this other different shit. You know what I'm saying? He's way older than me. But like, saying that to say, like, he's reached like a crazy milestone in what he's doing. He's like at the end. You know what I'm saying? And now he's just like adding shit on.
Adding on to it, yeah.
Adding on to it. Me, I'm literally like building stuff right now. So like, this is, and a lot of people don't like, I don't know, a lot of people don't get that.
They don't
like,
grasp it, yeah.
They don't really grasp it, because a lot of shit that they see on social media, because everybody is like a guru, or everybody has like some type of crazy like story, or I don't know, like everybody is trying to like put on some type of big like facade or whatever to like convince people that they bigger that they bigger than who they are, or blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. Or they did this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Like, me, I'm not that type of person. Me, I tell you like up front, like yo, like I'm building stuff right now. Like, and everything that I'm talking about is just stuff that's working for me in this moment. You know what I'm saying? And stuff that I may say in this moment may change. You know what I'm saying? But for what I'm talking about right now is really what's working. You know what I mean?
I think that's a dope part of what you got going on right now. Sorry to cut you off. The people are going to get to see you grow over a period of time. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing for the podcast. Like, people, I hope people don't think we're a finished product. What you're getting to see is the evolution of Nick and Mal. And I think what they're getting to see is the evolution of Nate on social media or however you portray yourself.
Yeah. Like, literally, man. It's just literally just growing, man. That's what I really try to implant in people's heads, man. It's just like, I'm a regular person, like, and regular person that's just doing shit that's, I don't know.
Got you. What was it like working with Fat Trell though?
How that thing even came apart, I like that thing. How that came apart, I used him as a marketing employee. So how it came about in the beginning was I paid Fat Trell to tweet about me. So like I paid him, and the reason why I did that is a big portion in like social media is relationships, and it's also like associations. So like if people see like two people are associated with each other, they're gonna start, and this is just how the human brain works. The human brain is just always trying to put one and two things together. So like if they see like my brand is affiliated, if it's always like speaking with Fat Trell and Fat Trell is talking about me, they gonna automatically like feel like my brand is as big as Fat Trell's brand and vice versa. So the same thing is like is as if I don't know if y'all just keep seeing me and Elon Musk like constantly like talking to each other on Twitter, like that's gonna make you like
you on the level of Elon.
Yeah, even if I'm not like your brain just can't help but think that. Yes. So like so when I was selling music services, I already knew that stuff like tweets were extremely underpriced. So like but they held the same weight. So like me having Beyonce tweet about my brand would still hold the same weight as Beyonce making a video about my brand. Yes. But a tweet is so underpriced. So I bought a tweet from him, told him what to say, he did it, and then I literally like plastered that in the front. It's honestly still there. Shit, it's honestly still there, and I plastered it in the front. And then when I try to get like independent artists or like artists that was emerging and stuff like that to work with me, they would just see that right there, and then they will automatically, that association thing would pop off in their head, and they'd be like, all right, I'll just work with you. So like it was a whole like marketing employee in the beginning, and then you know I literally just kept in touch with the people that he gave me access to, and then you know that's just splurged into other stuff. But like that's just how it began, bro. It was just like a
Do you mind telling the people how much you paid for that tweet?
Nah,
it's okay.
But
we don't
that's
have
smart
to
though, because people, a lot of people listen to podcasts and people run ads on a podcast, YouTube, and you have to pay for that. So that's basically what you did. There's nothing. I don't want people to think like, oh, someone could feel like, oh, that's corny. Like that's smart, man. People don't look at Twitter like that. I'm like, yo, you could pay for a tweet. You could pay for someone to go shout out to the Nick and Mal show.
I paid someone a lot less famous than Fat Trell to repost the Nick and Mal show on their IG story. It wasn't even a tweet.
You did that?
Yeah, I did. Didn't get a view or a follower from it. But I mean, it's like, yeah.
You gotta be smart. You gotta be smart with how you do it and your whole strategy behind it. But like, I don't know. If people say that that's corny, then they just don't understand. Like,
that's smart.
They really just don't understand business and advertising. Like, you're gonna have to pay like for ads. That's why they have stuff like inbound marketing and outbound marketing. It's like inbound marketing is shit like making content and all of that, you know, stuff like that. Outbound marketing is like cold emailing people like you don't even know the fucking person. You just emailing them and being like, hey, like, this is what I have to offer you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's two different, or paying for ads. Like that's outbound marketing. So like you got inbound and outbound. You need both. If you only have one, it's gonna be hard for you. Like if you only doing like ads and like cold outreach, then you're gonna lack like depth and relationships and brand with people because you just just talking to random people without no type of context. But like if you only doing relationship stuff and brand building stuff, then you're gonna grow a lot slower than what you would if you were to start like paying for ads and shit like that. So
so in relation to say our show, how would inbound and outbound marketing work? Just to get a better understanding of it.
Literally, like if you just had a whole email list of people that was interested in, I don't know, hip hop or podcast, and you just hit it and you send out a whole mass email saying, hey, I noticed you like XYZ because you posted about XYZ on your page. I have a podcast with the blah blah. Like that's outbound marketing, like for a podcast, or like paying for ad space. Like you paying for Twitter ads or paying for Facebook ads or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of play. And then you have like the inbound type of stuff, like, you know, which is that can be something like you taking this podcast and then posting a clip of it on your page. You know what I'm saying? So like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So like it's pretty much like the outbound stuff is you going after people and they not looking for you. Inbound is people coming for you because they have some type of intention behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So like, I don't know. Hopefully that.
That makes a lot of sense.
That makes sense. And since we're on this, I want to talk about the one page site. And when I seen this on your Twitter page, I'm like, nah, this is fire. This dude's a genius right here for this. Now, so when someone has a business, it's smart for them to have a one-stop shop, you know, and it allows, you know, let's say use us for example. It's easier for us and it's easier for the customers and the listeners. They click that link and they get everything that they need. They could go to YouTube. They could go to our website. They could go to our YouTube page, YouTube clips, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and a lot of people utilize Linktree. And you had made a video talking about Linktree and how it doesn't capture your the listeners truthfully. And you had created a one-page site, and I want you to talk about that one-page site because I seen the examples of it. I'm like, yo, this is fire. It says it don't say no Linktree. It says your own website name, and it's everything that you need.
Right. So like, so first and foremost, we can backtrack. So if people don't know what Linktree is, you probably seen it multiple times. But if you click the link in somebody's bio, it has like, it's a website, but it's nothing but fucking buttons. Like it's just buttons and that's it. And they all take you to different places. It's like different links or whatever. So they have this free service called Linktree. And what this free service is, it'll pretty much give you that website completely for free. But everybody knows if something is free, it's really not free. So like what they do is they're pretty much like making pages on their actual website for you. So pretty much they're saying like, okay, they have their own website, which is Linktree for their company, and then they're making an extra page on their website for you. So it'll be linktree.com/the Nick and Miles Show, and then all that they did was just made an extra page on their website for you, and then you can just customize it however you want. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's not your site, like it's their site. So like all of the traffic that you bring into their site, which you think is your site, they're just capturing all of your data, all of your customer information, you know, a whole lot of different type of stuff. And then since they doing all of that, they capturing all of your data. You can't do what you want to do with your own data. And what they do with the data is they use that to like run Facebook ads and different shit like that. So like if you got this site and it's not capturing no data for your Facebook ads, once it's time to actually run your Facebook ads, you don't have anything to like, back up your ads with. So that's going to increase the cost of it. That's going to increase the cost of your ads and a lot of other different shit. So we made a site that looks exactly like Linktree, but it's literally your site. You know what I'm saying? It's your site, and you have the data, and you have like a lot of other different, features too that goes along with it. But as soon as I posted that one advertisement video about it, like people was just going crazy over it, and people just started buying it because they didn't know. Because once people see something that's free, they just automatically jump on it, but they don't even know what they actually getting themselves into. Right. That's the whole Linktree thing.
And you said people could buy these websites from you? Is that what you guys sell websites?
Yeah, so these websites we sell, they like $39, but you just pay one time up front. It was subscription, and where people was paying like monthly for the site. But then I felt like, I don't know, like I just felt kind of weird about charging people monthly for that. So then I just switched it to like a one-time thing. You just pay once and then forget about it. But it's $39 for the site.
And how much input does the creator have in that site? Is this something where they're working with a team and
they tell us what they want and then we make it? So like literally, they tell us what we want. Well, I mean what they want and then we make it.
And are they then responsible for like maintenance fees of the websites and stuff like that?
Yeah. So it's your website. Mm-hmm. We make it completely for you. And then after we make it, you know, if you want like edits or anything like that, you know, just hit us up and then we'll just give you a quote for, you know, how much edits are. But I mean, the shit that we build the websites on, I mean, anybody can edit it. It's just a matter of, do you feel like fucking editing your own site or not? And then most people don't, so they just pay for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And it makes sense to outsource that type of work.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if you don't know it, it's probably too late to already try and understand.
Facts. And if you're a creative, you don't want to focus on all the other crap. Like, I find myself with that the Nick and Mal show. Like, it's certain things I'm looking up, I'm trying to do, and it's like, I love doing it, but I would much rather focus that time on a podcast. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure if you're making whatever it may be, durags or whatever, hey, I don't want to deal with this website. I want to create the next thing for my website. You know what I mean? One of the more interesting things, and I can't remember which interview you said this in, because I listened to a few of your interviews. They're really good, by the way.
Oh, appreciate it.
And yeah, you guys should definitely check out his podcast. It's a lot of pertinent information if you're an entrepreneur. You said the 3 levels, and in this order is in this order of importance of creating a brand. It's a successful e-commerce store. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Brand, community, and content. Can you please explain why you listed in that order and what each of those things specifically mean?
Yeah, so like if you're trying to make any type of money online, you're trying to start a Shopify store, maybe you like a freelancer or affiliate marketer or whatever you may be, you're trying to make money online or whatever. Like, it's just three key things that you need. So like, number one, which I always say, is brand. So like, everything starts like with brand. And what I mean by that is like, people buy brands and feelings over logic. So like, you know, it can be a person like saying to say, like, going back to the Linktree sites that I was talking about, like, it's plenty of other people making the same exact shit that I'm making. I'm not the first person in the world to make that or to think of that idea, but people buy from me because they're buying my brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, everything starts with brand. You know what I'm saying? Because you want those like those emotional attachments to people, because they'll pay and do anything, you know, for your brand versus, you know, buying over somebody else. Also, another reason why I say start with brand is because people are like really attracted to stories. Like, so like, a brand in itself is really like a story in a lot of different ways. So like, you know, how you like to listen to Kodak Black, right?
Shout out to Kodak, man. Like, yo, by the way, I came into this podcast so happy because Nate had the aux and he played the whole Kodak album. I was fucking ecstatic.
So like, yeah, bro, like, you like listening to Kodak, but like, you fuck with Kodak and you fuck with his image, his brand, his story behind like who he is and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, brand just adds like a lot of context to whatever it is that you're doing. So like, that's why I tell everybody to start with brand number one. And then what that helps you with, when you start to go out and start marketing to people, your brand is what drives your marketing. It gives you ideas for your marketing and stuff like that. So like, if you know who you are as a brand, if you're like if you're a happy brand, when it goes time to like make your advertisements or do your marketing, you're going to start using colors like yellow or start having a lot of people smiling. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it gives you a lot of different, you know, ideas when it comes to your marketing. Now, when you go out, after brand is pretty much settled, now you're going into community. So this is what I was talking about earlier when I said like, relationships matter. Like, it's like when you building your business, it's really like a relationship building game. Like, you're trying to make as many friends as possible. Like, you're trying to get as many people to fuck with you like as possible, really. And then that's really what the whole community thing is about. And that's what a lot of people miss, like when they building their businesses, they don't have no type of like community around what they doing. So, and that's why it's so hard for people to get sales, because they don't have no real community of people. So they always searching for the next person to like convince to do some shit, but they don't have no group of people that just fuck with them and follow them everywhere that they go. They don't have no real tribe. So like, that's why having that community is really so key. So once you develop your brand and who you are, now it's just time to go out and then communicate, with people, communicate with people who you may like or may feel like, have some type of interest in your brand or your story and who you are. Just building relationships with people. That's the community portion. And then last thing is just content. So the content is how you pretty much keep up communication with your community. So I don't know, if you're a motorcycle brand and you got a motorcycle community, when it's time to make content, now you making content talking about, I don't know, how to fix your motorcycle or like it's just to keep up that communication. And then also the content is used to get more people to join your community. So like, it's a way for you to like get yourself out there to be able to actually get more people to, join
reach people who are not part of the community yet.
Exactly.
Show them why they should be.
Exactly.
And just to interject real quick, and this idea came to me and it was so fucking genius. I think Lex was a young lady you was interviewing. I forgot her name. She owned the photography brand.
Oh, Liz.
I was telling Malcolm this last night. It was so genius. She was like, listen, man, by nature, all humans, we like to cling together. We all like to feel belonged, right? We all like to feel like we're a part of something. And she was like, no matter what it is, music, business, podcast, people are coming there, and what's going to keep them there is feeling like they're surrounded by a bunch of like-minded people. And that's a community part, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever community you grew up in, you feel a part of it, and that's why you love it there.
Yep.
If you come to a podcast and you realize, hey, man, I resonate with this host, and I can tell he's cultivating a group of people that think the way I think. No matter what quarrels I may have with him, I'm effing with him. And that's why we see when all these stars and stuff, they get in trouble, people stick with them because it's that sense of community. Oh, that's mine. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't care what they say about Michael Jackson. I'm part of that community. Don't kick me out.
Facts.
And that's why that's so powerful. And she opened my mind up to that.
Yep. So that shit is super important, man. Having that community, because that shit is gonna stick. That's gonna be like the life or death of your business, like, because you're gonna get to points where nobody is buying shit or whatever, and you gotta look back on somebody that's gonna buy your shit. Mm-hmm. And the only people that's gonna buy your shit is the people that's in your community, people that really fuck with you and love you, man.
The good old faithfuls.
Literally. So like, yeah.
And talking about content, starting off, for people that starting off with anything content wise or business wise, do you think there should be a certain way of doing content, or should you just start and then get fancy later?
Just do whatever you want to do. Like, my whole thing is just like, literally just, if you just, and I'm just answering your question as to, you said people who are just starting. So like, I'm just sticking to that group of like people. Like, if you just starting, do anything, but just make sure you put stuff out every single day. Like, literally just do anything. Get in the mode of just constantly making shit. Like, that's it. Don't worry about like what it is, or like if people gonna fuck with it, or like how many likes you get in. Like, literally just put stuff out on a consistent basis, like every single day. Like, that's the main thing, because that's something that people who already up and going can't even do. Yes. Like, they can't consistently put stuff out. So like, if you can consistently just make shit, like, that's a very good starting point. If you can go 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, consistently putting stuff out every single day, like, no matter what it is, like, that's gonna get you literally a lot further, and this is gonna be easier on you. Like, I don't know, people just overthink shit in the beginning, yo. People just really just overthink stuff. I had some kid, he had DM me on Twitter. He was like, you got any tips for starting a YouTube channel? And I said, stop asking me for tips and just start. And like, literally. And then after I said that, he went and made a YouTube video that same day. Damn. So there you go.
That's how I like that. And I hate this shit. Nate, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You just push this piece in at the bottom.
Oh, did it come out?
I don't know.
Yeah, it might have.
Got you.
Oh, thank God, bro, because we would have We would have lost a lot of audio. But since I'm feeling spicy right now, I'm going to just call it out. I hate people, right? I see it all the time. They go on their IG stories or whatever, and they post shit like, if I was to make a YouTube channel, would you watch me or would you listen to me? It's like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? You're not going to know who the fuck going to listen to your shit unless you started, bro.
Hey, that's really facts, though. That's really facts, man. People just, I don't know, man. People just insecure, bro.
That's what it is. That's what it is. And I don't know why we all focus on that.
Wait, is it not recording right now? No, let's get that
recording.
fixed if it's not recording.
Nate, you hear yourself? I know this is.
I hear myself.
All right, we're good then. If he can hear himself, we good.
All right, bet. Say less.
Yeah, sorry, man. We're going to cut this whole shit out. But yeah, I feel like it is an insecurity, and it kills me to see people, especially people that's older than us. I had one dude who literally DM'd me and said, he said, yo, have y'all gone on the show and talked about the Lakers yet? Like, obviously, motherfucker, Nick love LeBron. And then a few weeks later, he's asking people, yo, would y'all fuck with me if I started my own clothing line? Would y'all fuck with me if I started my own Twitch? Like, bro, just do it.
Just do it, man.
Just do it.
And don't even be asking people, like, would they fuck with you? Like nobody that has ever bought shit from me, follow me or whatever, like 99% of the people that follow me or buy shit from me, I do not know. Like, I don't know any of these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just people that have found me or like people that I've like just built relationships with. Like, I'm never concerned about what my friends think.
No,
like,
you can't.
ever. Like, I'm not concerned about what anybody else like thinks. Like, really.
Because you're doing you. You're doing
really,
you.
Literally. I'm really not.
Let's take a quick little break. We get right back into it. We're just making sure. Is it recording? So we know it is. All right, bet. All right, cool.
Yo.
I can hear myself.
All right, perfect. We just you're looking preach. I didn't mean to bother you, my brother.
Alright. Little intermission.
Yeah, quick little intermission. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Wait, what was I gonna say? I gotta finish that thought. Fuck. What was we talking about?
People just being shy and asking, you know, others for permission, and they were just saying
like literally, like anybody. I was literally just saying anybody that has purchased anything from me, anybody that I don't know who supports me or anything like that. Like 99% of these people, man, I don't know. Like I don't know, and the reason why that is because I've just never been concerned about what my friends thought, like, ever. I just always just did my own thing, like, and just, I don't know, I always just looked at social media as a way for me to meet other people. So, like, I don't, like, who gives a fuck about what any of your friends, even though that's hard, it's harder said than done, because that's just how humans are. Like, we always trying to fit in or always trying to, you know, see what other people think about us and whatever, whether we, you know, voice that or not. But, like, literally, man, if you just started anything, like, and we have literally social media, your friends is the last people that you should be even asking to buy shit from you, honestly, though.
Last, bro, and I really truly believe that, bro. Like, even with the podcast shit, I'm like, bro, I do not even want my friends supporting me. You know how my friends is gonna fucking find out about this shit is when I do 1 million views on YouTube, and this shit is the biggest podcast in the world, and that's how you find out, and then congratulate me.
And that'll pay off way more, bro. That'll pay off way more.
I've seen this firsthand. This guy, it was a great idea. He released this clothing line, and he sold a bunch of merch the first time he released something. Like, sold out. And in my head, I'm thinking, dude, those are all your friends that just bought your shit, supporting, as they should. After that, nothing sold, clothing line done. Those people are not, no one is going to support you because they like you. No one is going to take that credit card out because they think you're a good person. No one's going to go copy your album because you're a nice person. They're going to go cop that because either they think they need it or you having some sort of emotional connection with them. And that's the only thing that's going to move people, man. People move by their heart and not their head. You know what I mean?
That's facts, though. That's facts. So, literally, man, if you just starting, don't worry about nobody. Don't worry about what nobody fucking thinks, man. Literally, this is the whole blueprint for if you just started anything, yo.
Word.
Develop your shit. Do, like, literally just develop. I'm just keeping it plain and simple. Develop your shit. Get on social media. Just make sure you look professional on social media. Just make sure you look professional. After you do that, if you can afford it, pay for some associations. So, you know, if you can pay for whatever person that is in your niche to like fuck with you, look like they fuck with you over social media, do that. Like, pay a couple of people just so you can use that as leverage to meet other people. Boom. Do that. And then literally after you do that, just start reaching out to people and just talking to people and interacting with people. Literally. Like that, that's literally it. I don't know. Just imagine if somebody told you, for every person that you talk to, you'll get $100. Like, just imagine it like that. If every person you talk to, you get $100, right? And if you talk to that person again, you get another $100. Yeah. Like, and every single time you talk to them, you keep getting 100 for that same one person. And the more people that you talk to, the more payments that you get. If people if that was actually true, everybody would be on social media talking to everybody because they would feel like every time I talk to this person is money. So like, saying that to say, like, that's how you got to think about it when you just starting some shit, like, because that's really what it is. Every time you talk to a person, that's money. Like, that's money that you making, whether they pay you at that moment or not, because you literally, they're going to end up buying something from you eventually, whether it's that same day, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's the next day. And that's literally all that you have to do. It's like, develop your shit, look professional, fucking pay for some associations just to have that mind fuck with the person. You know what I'm saying? If you can afford fucking Drake to say something about you, if you can afford it, pay for it, because when a person sees Drake buy your brand, they're gonna be more comfortable talking to you, or they're gonna feel more comfortable doing business with you overall, and not try to be on no weird shit like trying to love bro you, or like, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So like, literally pay for them associations and then just go out and just be a regular person and just fucking talk to people, like, and that's all you gotta do. Like, if you literally spend fucking 4 or 5 hours a day just doing that, like, you gonna get a lot out of it. Like for example, a kid that a lot of people know my brand from is a kid that was selling do-rags. His name is Dantes. Like, and his Twitter, we started working on his Twitter like maybe like a year ago. He had like 100 followers or something like that on his Twitter account. Right now he's over 20,000 followers in 1 year. But the reason why is because he did what the fuck I just told him to do in those 3 steps. Like, develop your shit, look professional, pay for associations or whatever. In his case, he was paying for ads and paying for like shout outs and shit like that. And then I had him literally like following people and just talking to everybody. Like, if you have 1,000 followers, you need to have talked to each one of those people at least one time. Word. It's like, if you got 1,000 followers, you got 10,000 followers, that means you have 10,000 people to talk to. So like, and literally just going about it like that and just building literally like, or just straight organic like that. And that process is just something that will just last forever, because it's just natural for how people, I don't know.
And that I would say that goes for all factors of life, right? So me and Mal used to dabble in real estate a little bit, and through reading like certain books and looking at YouTube videos, one of the major focuses is, no matter if you're a real estate agent, if you're a wholesaler, having quality conversations with house owners. That's it. That's how you're going to make $1 million. Just constantly having quality conversation with homeowners. From that is going to come the contracts, the offers, the crazy offers where you make $40,000 in one deal. All that is going to come just from the simple task of quality conversations every day with house owners. And literally, it's going to come.
Literally, and that's that's how it is. And it's like I was just saying, man. It's like no secret formula to this shit, yo. It's literally just a relationship building game. Like, that's all it really is. And when I say that too, like, a lot of people, when I say this, they be thinking I be meaning like only like talk to people and whatever, but don't promote yourself. Like, don't be saying like, hey, I'm selling this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be doing stuff like that. No, still do that. Still do the promo, like the hard promo shit, but build relationships with people. Because if you only just building relationships, you're gonna get in a phase where people just don't know what you sell. They just know you. So like, you want people to always know what you sell, so that you always top of mind when something like that come across their head. So like, say if somebody thinking about a website, they know me just because I'm always interacting with them. But then they know that I do websites. I'm top of mind for websites because I'm always promoting like websites and shit. So saying that to say, like, you gotta have a balance of talking to people, fucking with people on social media, but also like really promoting yourself and stuff like that, so you'll be top of mind when it's time for them to buy whatever it is that you sell. So like,
Absolutely.
What you were talking about before is saying you don't care about people, but also you talking about people promoting themselves and advertising themselves. It has to do with a mindset thing at this point. And your mindset, I want to know where it started with you when you stopped caring about people, and also you were telling people, build a relationship with people, but also make sure that the people that they're talking to, they know that you provide some type of service. That's another process of having a mindset. Like, I don't care about what people say. Just know, okay, I built this relationship with you, but I also provide this. Now, where did this mindset come from with you?
Shit, it's just naturally just who I was as a person. Like it's honestly just a natural thing. Like, I'm just a person that's just cool with people. Like, I don't know, like, whatever I'm doing in my business right now is just organically who I am as a person.
So did you learn that just through your personality? You learned that building relationships with people is the key to getting something from them.
Pretty much.
That's
like,
deep.
And you do keep it organic. You do everything.
Very real.
Right.
When we had that first conversation with you, me and Malcolm talked about it after. I'm like, this guy seems genuine. And like, when people are trying to sell something, you get off that salesy feel, which you can't hate because like you're pushing a product.
It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just like, I don't know.
It's who Nate is.
Yeah, it's just I'm just being organically just who I am, and people just know how I make money. Like, you know what I do and how I make money. So like, I don't know. Like, for example, nobody would ever ask me to do anything for free. Like, nobody would ever ask me to do anything for free because they know like this is how I make money. You know what I'm saying? They would never like disrespect me like on that level because they know like this is how I make this is how I make money. So I don't know, like that. I just always just keep it or keep everything organic with people, build relationships with people, and then when it's just time to, like, I don't know, sell them something or whatever the case may be, or if they need something from me, they just know that they have to, like, I don't know, pay for it or whatever. I don't know if this makes sense.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
Makes sense, but like,
because some people feel uncomfortable, and this is actually one of the questions I wanted to ask you, right? Because you were saying it's paramount for any company to create content that doesn't comes off as salesy. It doesn't have that link in my bio.
You need an equal amount. You need to be salesy, and you need to build relationships, because like I said, you don't want to get in the space where people don't know what you sell. Like, you want people to fuck with you, and you want them to know that you have something to sell. You know what I'm saying? So if they talking about you in a conversation, they'll be like, yeah, my boy Nate, I got a real cool friend. His name Nate, and he make websites. You don't want people to be like, this my boy Nate. I got a cool friend named Nate. You want it to be, I got a cool friend named Nate that makes websites. And the only way they gonna say I got a cool friend named Nate that makes websites is if I'm always promoting promoting websites. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like you need an equal amount. You need to ask people for money at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like, it's literally, I don't know. Hopefully,
what type of content do you pump when you're not trying to be too salesy? When you just want to, you know what I mean, like
whatever I like, literally,
mm-hmm.
whatever it is that I like. So if I'm talking about Call of Duty and Warzone, then literally that's what I talk about. Or if I want to talk about, I don't know, a fucking ad that I saw or a cool website that I saw, like that's what I put out. Like, it's just whatever I feel like and this is just my personal thing. Other people are more strategic with it. They're more like, I don't know, people like when I'm funny, so I'm just gonna post something that's funny. Like that works, but I'm just speaking for me personally. Like, I put out whatever I feel at the moment. And people can see this even with my podcast too, because I have some podcasts that I recorded a whole year and a half ago that a podcast that I recorded a week ago got put ahead of that one that I recorded a year and a half ago, because it's just how I felt at that moment, and then put it out. So, like, you know,
I think me and Mal operate the same way on the podcast, right? Like, this podcast has no rhyme and reason. I mean, what I would say one of the main things we try to do on this podcast is interview young, successful men like yourself. Other than that, we just kick the shit. Whatever we're feeling. And one of my biggest pet peeves is when someone comes up to me, asks me, "What's your podcast about?" Well, I don't fucking know. What day is it? You know what I mean? Is it January or February? Like, it's gonna be different shit. And you want to maintain that fluidity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's just how I go about it. It's just whatever I'm feeling like at that moment. That's what I put out, man. And you know, I don't know. That's just. But like I said, everybody has their own different strategies. But that's just me. Like, you know, I'm in my own little world, little zone. So
respect to that. And you being in, you know, tweet whatever you want. I definitely want to bring this up. This is your famous tweet right here. You know what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
The BLT tweet. So
shit.
you had people. This gentleman here, Nate, man, had people going crazy. I think the first bid was $50. I'm gonna cash out you $50. You figure out what's wrong with this picture. It was a picture
that
of
shit
a
up
BLT.
to like $250 prize, bro.
$250 prize.
Yep.
God, so people didn't figure it out yet.
Nope.
Yo, bro.
Wait, was it a rock? Tell me. I'm listening.
Listen. Well, first thing this shit was like, y'all cash app anyone $50 right now. If they
anybody that's listening to this podcast right now, if you look at this photo and you figure out the answer, I will cash app you $300.
Can I see the photo? Am I included?
You included, bro.
Let me see the photo, please. Okay, I'm trying to win $300 right now. I need it.
Anybody that figured out, and if you think I'm capped, like, you can look at any other shit that I posted similar to this, and I cash out people.
Hey, y'all about to see the Nick and Mal show.
We gonna put it on the screen too.
Yeah, y'all gonna see the Nick and Mal show 4 times this week, baby.
We about to be in the studio
all week. Show me that picture.
If you can figure this shit out, yo, I'm telling you, $300 cash out. You got my word.
Yo, Nick, people
literally
in school, bro. In the computer room in school, building a team, trying to figure out what's wrong with this tweet.
Come on, let's go.
Motherfucker saying the letter should not be up top. There's too much mayo on it.
Did you figure out the answer?
Hell no. Did I
Come
try?
on,
Yes.
this is how I'm gonna show niggas how intelligent a young brother is.
You about to get 300 right here.
What is wrong with this picture? Okay, guys, do I have any specific amount of time?
No. You got as much time as you want, as many guesses as you want.
That tweet been up there for
that shit been
months.
Up. That's sweet. That whole thing is old, bro.
It's old as fuck.
Yeah, like I first talked about that like a year, almost 2 years ago, and nobody has figured that shit out.
I want to get to that, bro, because I think there's something to this tweet.
Is it the way his thumb is placed under the bread?
Bro, I've had so many guesses.
We're not gonna get the answer on the Nick and Mal show.
Definitely not.
His nails is dirty.
That was a problem, but nah.
What the fuck is the issue?
Figure it out, Nick. Come on, we need that 300.
Oh, the piece of bread under here.
No.
Yo.
Bro, I've heard every guess. People talk about they seeing shit in there, like a face, all type of.
Yeah. This is a prank, man. This is a
marketing tool, bro. It's a marketing tool.
He's a marketing genius. That's what I'm talking about.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Damn.
It's not a sandwich.
I'm sorry. If we're holding up, you guys, I'm sorry. I just need this $300 right the fuck now.
It's beef jerky. It's not bacon.
Oh my God. What is it? 1 second. We can speed this up in post-production, right?
I guarantee you, bro, you're not figuring that shit out in no time.
Is this you in the picture?
That's my sandwich, bro. I eat a BLT every day, bro. That's so fucked up.
That's one of my favorite sandwiches too,
bro,
though.
That's so fucked up, but I'd eat that shit every day.
Hey, listeners, if you guys can find it out, we'll split it up as a Nick and Mel show. We'll use it to fucking buy merch and send it out to you guys. But I don't have a clue. Damn, bro, I'm sorry. But I'm going to take some time and look at that after the show, though.
I guarantee you're not figuring this shit out no time soon.
Wow. So you just going to keep raising the price every month or so?
If you figure it out. But I only raised up the prices just to get some new heads in there, man.
It's a marketing ploy. Nate, stop playing with us, man. We can't trust you.
I put out similar challenges and people figured that shit out. Some of them was like $25 prize, $50 prize, $75 prize, and people was figuring that shit out. But this one,
to you, is the issue with that picture? Is it clear? Like you see it as soon as you look at it?
For me, yeah. For me, yeah, because I took the photo. I know what's going on with it. The thing about it is like people just overanalyzing the whole fucking thing. Like it's so simple too when you just look at it, but people just overanalyzing the whole fucking thing. And I think that's the reason why people can't figure this shit out.
Hey, man,
I think I know what it is. It's 2 top bread pieces.
Bro, I done heard everything.
It's 2 top bread pieces, cause I seen some of the seeds at the bottom.
Yeah.
Hey man, I got this after. We got a whole ride back to LI. We gonna figure this shit out. So one of the more interesting things you said on your Twitter was that it was actually an interview with the comedian guy you interviewed. I think his name was Nick.
Maurice. He was funny as fuck.
He is hilarious. Hilarious kid. As fuck. Shout out to him. You said that content creators are the new business people. What do you mean by that?
Because, bro, every business out right now is trying to make content, bro. Because that's really, people are tired of ads, man. And that's the only way that you really going to, like, make some type of dent in people's minds is really by making content. So that's why you see all these different brands trying to come out with podcasts, trying to do all of this different other extra shit because they understand that, making content is really the only way that you can really effectively market and build brand with people. But you have a content creator who literally that's what they do. Businesses are trying to be content creators. So if you're already a content creator, it's easy for you to take market share from a business because that's what you do. Like
Joe Rogan.
Literally. Like that's what you do is you make content. That's why all these brands are like spending billions of dollars on influencer marketing and all this different shit like that because they understand like where the attention lies with people is in the content creators and the influencers and shit like that. So if you're a content creator, you have to understand like now and forever in the future, like this is your time. Like this is literally like prime time for any type of content creators. All you need to do is just figure out something to sell because you have the attention. It's just all about figuring out what the fuck to sell. That's why I say content creators are the new business people. That's why you see people like Kylie Jenner. She come out with some fucking makeup, lip gloss and whatever, and it's one of the biggest makeup brands out. You know
She's a billionaire,
literally with
WAP.
Literally, so like,
and guap,
bruh. That's why I'm saying, man, content creators, the new business people, man, because that's where all of the attention lies.
And I think one of the reasons that podcasting is special because first of all, the sneaky ass Joe Budden podcast, they do this. Most other podcasts like Brilliant Idiots, the Joe Rogan Experience, they sell ads. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's very clear. Middle of the show, prior to the show, we're gonna give you ads. I actually think it's genius what Joe Budden and them do. Say you're a TV show. Say you're Power. Mm-hmm. You want to pay Joe Budden. Joe Budden has this big thing where I'm not selling ad. It creates the listener experience. It ruins the listener experience. What he does is he just incorporates it into his podcast. Yeah. So say Nate2x paid us. We're going to act like we're having the most organic conversation about Nate2x. And there you go. There's your ad.
Yeah. Because if people really want it, they're going to go and find it.
Word.
So like if you're just having a normal conversation, you're like, yeah, man, I just went to Walmart and I just got this TV I just got this 50-inch for $70 and then I left Walmart and went to them hearing Walmart TV $70, they gonna hear that within it and they gonna go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like if it intrigues them while y'all talking, they gonna go and find that shit.
Just like everybody that's watching this shit right now, you just put a $300 bounty on your picture. Everybody's about to go to ForTheWxnners. Come on now.
Exactly.
And we're not like, going to let them know that you paid us for that. We gonna keep it low key. We cutting that out right there. We cutting that out. But yeah, man, that's real. And I think, honestly, for me, with the podcasting thing, I understand that, and it gets me excited a little bit to know that, wow, you're a content creator. Me and Malcolm are very entrepreneurial spirited. Like, you know what I mean? We want to own a bunch of businesses. And it's like, dude, we have a platform which whatever we create, we can push it for ourselves. We own this shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We are owners. And I think that's a dope part about it. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, man. But like, this social media shit is really crazy, bro. It really is crazy. But it's also unhealthy too. Like,
talk about it.
Social media can get very unhealthy, yo. Like a lot of people don't talk about it. So like me, I'm friends with like a lot of influencers and YouTubers and shit like that. And like even including myself, like a lot of us, bro, we be having a lot of mental issues, bro. Yes. Like literally. Like that shit is not funny. Like
let's talk about it. What
mental issues is like social anxieties with people like especially or even if you get into a stage where you have people that like really fuck with you like to the point where like they like super fans of you and stuff like that, and you don't even have to have like a huge following or anything. Like people just start getting very weird, yo. Like,
what do you mean by that?
Like people just be feeling over like obligated of you and your time and shit like that. Like, for example, or they just feel like they can do anything or like just say anything. Like, bro,
you had an experience like that?
Yeah, in negative and positive ways. Like I had a dude like a day or two ago, he DM'd me, asked me for help and shit like that, and then he immediately just expected me to call him, and I'm like, bro, like I can't call. Like if I have to call you, I'm gonna have to charge you. And he's like, well, I already know you. I'm blah blah blah. Like why? Like he just started getting like very like defensive and like angry because I wouldn't call him on the phone. Wow. And like people just be like very
overzealous, isn't it?
Like they feel super obligated, like entitled, yeah. Or even just people just get crazy. Like one of my friends, she created an app for Twitter where you can like save gifs and videos over Twitter, and that shit got like over 500,000 downloads. And somebody threatened to blow up her fucking house because she wouldn't meet up with them. Like literally, and this is not even like I'm saying, like you don't have to be like super multi-million, you know, followers and shit like that. You can have 1,000 followers, but they like really like super fans of everything that you say and everything that you do, and like yeah, like so stuff like that be going on, bro. Also, I don't know, like it's hard to explain. Like a lot of entrepreneurs, bro, and a lot of people that are on social media and shit like that, they like, I want to say that they suffer from depression. Like it's not depression. It feels like depression, but it's not. It's very weird. Like you just be like kind of like mentally like weird in ways. It's I don't know how to really like explain.
I have a theory of why that is. I think entrepreneurs, obviously, these are people extremely driven to achieve the things they were achieving. And I was literally telling Malcolm this as we were driving to pick you up. You achieve that thing, and you feel like life is still life. I don't feel any happier. It's
not even that, bro. It's not even a matter of like you achieving shit or like. It's not even that. Like social media just has like weird effects on the way that you think.
It's not natural
because you just constantly consuming shit all day. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. Say if you had a fucked up day, right? You had a fucked up day. So now you see something fucked up on social media and you go and watch it because you had a fucked up day. Social media is saying that you just watched something that contributed to your fucked up day. Now you're going to keep getting shown shit that was contributing to your fucked up day. Now when you're not even having a fucked up day no more, you still going through your social media and all you see is shit that's going to fuck your day up. So like and now you just keep consuming that over and over and over and over again. Now it's going to make you have a fucked up day, and you keep consuming it. Now you're going to just keep having a fucked up day because you keep seeing it over and over and over and over again just because you clicked on something that one time. Now, if your whole job or your whole business is built off of social media and you constantly consuming these different feeds all day, every day, you know what I'm saying, and actually have to pay attention to it, it's not even like you not paying attention to it. You literally have to pay attention to it. Now, like, you starting to play with your own, like, mind and your own thoughts and shit like that, and you really can't even
do nothing.
You really can't do anything.
Because it's your job. You're obligated to do that.
Exactly. And this is the reason why you see like a lot of influencers and shit like that having like drug abuse issues and like committing suicide and like depression and a lot of other different shit, because like it gets really crazy, man. A lot of people don't really talk about it, but it's so true.
I think a big reason is we all use social media way too much. Me personally, I fucking hate it because I am so addicted to it. Like, I want to be on it all day. I'm like, yeah, this shit's not good for me. So me personally, I delete my social media at least 5 days out of the week. You know what I mean? And I'm on there for a few hours at a time. And even if I'm on it for an hour, I'm like, yo, I'm on social media way too much. And it fucks up my mindset. Now, if you have a job where you're on social media constantly, it's like you may tell yourself that, listen, this is no bueno, but you have that motivation to go in there because it's your job. And to me, it's a new warehouse, bro, where it's just a soul killing job. Just being on there all day is gonna kill your fucking soul. You're probably getting these short bursts of happiness, but it's not really fulfilling you.
Yeah, it's super weird, man. And even like your interactions with people too, yo, like it just be like, it'd be weird, bro. Yeah. It'd be fucking weird.
I'm old school from Trinidad, man. I ain't really fucking with this social media like that.
and I'm realizing that too, even because I go on a Nick and Mel show, and you want to follow people back because you might trap that person. That person might like your post, like, all right, I'm gonna follow you, and then they be posting bullshit all day long, and then you go on your personal IG, and it's like, damn, these are people. I had this IG since I was a youngin', and then a trick could be maybe creating a whole new IG. And I'm not gonna lie, I have a new IG where it's just people I admire.
Man, it ain't. That's not even a trait to it, bro. It's just this whole like, I don't know, bro. It's just. I don't know.
You gotta get the fuck off the phone. It sounds like you just gotta get off. Give yourself a break. Go do something else, man. Let's go hunt and mine some fowls, get some chickens and shit like that.
You can try to do that, but like, once you already own these apps, bro, like it's over with. Like,
so you think you addicted for life? You think it's quiet?
Of course.
No, yeah, Nate.
Of course.
Nate, it's a way to break it, brother.
When you start making money from it, do you think that's part of the reason? Because you make money from the social media?
This is just where the attention lies. Like,
yeah, bro.
It's just a part of like the way that we move in our society now. Like, it's no, people can say whatever they want to say, but it's so true. Like, I had this conversation with people a lot, and some people agree with me, some people disagree with me. But like, it's literally like,
I'm gonna disagree with you for this one reason, and it actually comes from, I'm reading the 48 Laws of Power right now, and the law that I'm reading is called that concentration is key or something. You want to be concentrated in one thing, and he said most successful people, how they are successful is by living life in the past. And what he meant by that is life constantly speeds up, it constantly gets more complex. If you're able to be in 2020 and have all the different tools at your disposal, but you're living like it's 1990 and social media and all this different stuff doesn't exist, and you have the focus of someone that is in that time frame, you have a way bigger chance of being successful. For me personally, it made sense to me. You know what I mean? And if you can if you could escape that phone addiction and use it solely as a tool, I think you would be heads over people. I think you could break it.
I think I'm catching your drift.
It's no way, bro.
There's no way you jacking that, bro.
Everybody is addicted to their phones and social media, bro. That's just the way that that we are now. Like, and there's no way to escape it. Like,
you know, I'm happy that you're saying that right now.
I mean, it's true. Now it's just all a matter of like, how do you deal with your addiction? Like, literally, right. That's because it's no way to escape it. Like, even your jobs are looking at your social media accounts now. So like, social media, the internet, like, it's no way. Like, this is just the base.
This is a challenge for me now. You just gave me a challenge, and I've been saying I wanted to do this. I told Mel, I wrote in my notes, it is so easy to be successful in this day. Just get the fuck off social media and do shit productive with your time, because everyone is fucking away their time on social media.
But you're gonna have to come back.
I don't have to watch it. I'm gonna prove it.
Back, because that camera right there on you.
Come on, this for y'all to listen to. It ain't for me. You, bro. I do this podcast and I'm home. I'm reading a book and some shit. I need some chickens and some horses in my backyard, boy.
He think he Theodore Roosevelt.
You can try to avoid it all you want, but bro,
I agree with you though. As far as the masses go, 1,000% you're right. 1,000% you're right.
Did you see the Netflix film? I think it's called Social Dilemma.
Social Dilemma.
Yeah, and that's
you watched that?
Yeah, and that's stuff that I already knew, but when it was just brought to the forefront like that, people was just so blown away. But like, man, people already knew what was going on, and that shit, bro. That shit, man. Social media be making people weird, bro. Like, even with dudes, like niggas don't even be knowing how to talk to women no more. That's what I be talking about, because of social media. Like, you can't walk up to a girl and be like, heart. Like, you can't do no shit like that. Like, you really gotta be like, you really gotta walk up to somebody and have a real conversation with somebody.
Do you think that's also part of the girls' issue though? They don't know how to be approached by a guy, maybe? Because if we're suffering from it, they probably like, oh shit, I probably get nervous if a nigga pull up on me. I'm accustomed to these DMs.
Yeah. But I'm just speaking for dudes, because I don't know what the fuck women be talking.
Nobody know what the fuck they be.
Exactly. So like, I'm just talking about dudes, like, man, like, and you can even see, like, you will see, I've witnessed plenty of dudes take L's with girls, man. It just be bad. Like, they don't be knowing what to say. Like, they don't be knowing nothing, man. Like, it just be so sad. It really be so, and it's all because of social media, because you can just look at somebody's story, drop a heart and hope that she respond. But when you see a girl out in public and you like, damn, she look good as fuck, like, what are you gonna do? And this is something
bro, you got her Instagram? Some niggas usually do. Is your game smooth? You can pull up on a female?
Of course. And the reason why is because I always felt like if I can't walk up to a female and like talk to her, like, or get a girl that's like, maybe that may feel like it's completely out of my league, then I mean I'm not that good at sales. Like, getting women, bro, is literally like sales, man. Like, literally. the whole way that you go about it, man, is just the same way with you getting sales. So like, I feel like if you can find a female that you see in public that's just cold, like on some model shit, and you know that you just feel like I never give you the time of day, and you can walk up to her and then get her to give you her number, and the number don't even count, because some girls will give you their number because they just like scared or like whatever, or they don't want to tell you no, because that's how fucked up society is. But like, if you can get her number, then actually like go out with her multiple times and shit like that, then you can sell anything to anybody. Like, man,
I like that. You selling yourself.
Literally. So
you got to make sure the content A1 though.
Yeah. So for real.
And the content is yourself, motherfucker.
So like, that's what I challenge myself to, is like, all right, if I can do this, and I can pretty much sell anything to anybody. So like, took a lot of L's. Should I still take L's? But like, you know,
give me one of your success stories.
This is the Alpha Male Podcast.
Yeah, Alpha Male Podcast. One of the craziest rundowns where you came out like, damn, I didn't know I could do that.
What can I?
Cause I know you live in the Hamptons, right? I know there's baddies out there.
Me, man, my whole approach to everything, bro, is just like, I just have conversations with people, bro. Like, it don't even be no, like, I don't know, like,
no smooth shit. It's just like, yo, you a person, I'm a person. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. It's if I see you, as soon as I see you, I'm gonna just say something to you and start a conversation with you, and then I don't know, like, it don't even be like no crazy like shit. It just really just be me just like talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, and it's really just, I don't know, man. Just,
all right. So let's say you at Stop and Shop, right? Right. Because I was listening to a podcast. Some dude asked him the same question. He's like, "Yo, what do you do? Let's say you at Target, a grocery store," and he's like, "All right, let's say we buy the bananas, right?" And the dude would go, "Can you tell me the difference between the regular bananas and the organic bananas?" And then she would say something, and then he was like, "Yeah, he was like, yeah, the reason why I asked you that because I thought you was cool, and my name is blah blah blah, and what's your name?" And that's what he said. That's what he would do. So let's say you're in a scenario at a grocery store.
Literally that, like literally.
I'm trying to be next to the eggplants, though.
Bro, literally just starting up a convo. But then the thing is, like, if you starting up a convo with somebody, like, you gotta kind of let them know your intentions in the beginning of the conversation. So like, if you will start a convo with her and whatever, then maybe you compliment her on something that's like, I don't know, either like flirty, you just say like she beautiful or she cute, blah, blah, whatever you may say. Then that'll hint in her head like, okay, he trying to like talk to me and shit like that. And then literally all I do is just fucking start a conversation, hint on my fucking intention, talk a little bit, and then act like I got somewhere to fucking go and leave. Leave.
You a busy man. You untouchable.
And that's part of the thing of being an alpha male too, is being busy.
You just gotta, yeah, of course, like just be more busy than the person that you talking to. You know what I'm saying? And then it just give you a way to end the conversation without shit being awkward.
Being weird. Like,
yeah.
Nah, I definitely get it.
So you'd be like, oh yeah, I got some of that.
Sometimes you can end the conversation too early if you're on that type of time.
True.
Because I've definitely realized that in having conversations, like I'm ready to end the conversation because I'm thinking, okay, I don't like making shit awkward. You know what I mean? Like if I'm on the phone with even a friend, I want to keep shit interesting the whole time. And if I feel like the conversation is dying down, I might want to say, all right, bro, go do you. But then they come up with something else. I'm like, damn, I thought this motherfucker was done talking. I was just about to bang the phone on you.
That's a fact. But you like that sometimes.
But yeah, that is true though. I don't know. You just gotta find your little medium of not talking to them much, right, and not talking too little to the point where she don't even know what the hell, like, who you are. You know what I mean?
Facts, fellas. Let's retain our rundown skills so we can teach it to our sons, man. Our sons just can't be pulling up on these young women on social media. They gotta know how to pull up on her at school. You know what I mean? They have them write the phone number on the paper or something.
That's true though, man.
Paper notes during class.
Do you like me? Yes or no? Nah, I never did that. We didn't do that in Trinidad. We was too official for that.
What y'all do in Trinidad? Tell her.
We sent it on a bird. Nah, I'm trying. Yo, shit, I forgot I was gonna ask you. But we actually are kind of running out of time. Tell the people where they can find you, man.
So yeah, you can find me on social media at Nate Nate2x Nate2x. So Nate 2 times on all social media, and I'm the same on everything. So if you want to come talk to me, just feel free to shoot me a DM. Holla at you. You got any questions, just feel free to reach out to me.
Yes, sir.
And what's the website?
ForTheWxnners.com. So For the Winners with an X instead of an I. So ForTheWxnners.com.
And you got any, before we dip, any book recommendations for these people?
Book recommendations, Blue Ocean Strategy. Read Blue Ocean Strategy. So that book right there, man, that book, what it pretty much teaches you is how to compete in a saturated market to the point where your competition is just irrelevant. So like, it's like an example of this is like IKEA. Like the reason why IKEA is because they had a Blue Ocean Strategy. So with theirs, they competed with other furniture stores, but with them, you have to put all your shit together yourself. So like, that's what made them different than others, and pretty much that's how they competed to where the other people were pretty much irrelevant, and it doesn't feel like anybody is like IKEA. So like, that's a super, super huge like book recommendation right there that I pretty much advise everybody to hop on.
Yeah, we should read that for the book club. That sounds wavy.
Yeah.
If you guys are looking for a book club to listen to, go check out Books for Life. You know what I mean? Hosted by the Nick and Mal Show, Clean Your System, and Kid Class.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed that interview. And that was Nate2x. Thanks for coming through, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Spit out. We out.
Yep. Ever told on a nigga? Nope. Ever squeezed a trigger? Yep. Ever set a nigga up? Nope. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck?